Welcome to Grab FK, everyone. We are covering Belal. Remember the name Mohammed, ranked number 13 in the welterweight division against Dhiego Lima. So Lima's got a 3-inch height advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage. I think Belal's 7-1 in his last 8 fights. He's not really fought anyone elite level. Dhiego Lima's been more inconsistent than him. Belal's pretty well-rounded, decent striking, decent wrestling, decent grappling. Dhiego Lima, I haven't seen much of, but I do know he's a brown or a black belt in jiu-jitsu. So let's start. Andrew, what do you think about this fight?
Yeah, I mean, Belal Muhammad is very good. As you said, he's very well-rounded. He's quite good at striking. He's quite good with the takedowns, and he's quite good on the ground. And he's the kind of guy that, I don't know what his ranking is, but he's the kind of guy who can sort of sit at probably the lower end of the rankings.
Yeah, he's number 13.
Yeah, that makes sense. And probably beat everybody outside of the rankings. But when he's had that step up to fight guys like Jeff Neal, he kind of shit the bed a bit. And we saw his limitations. We saw the limitations with the striking. We saw the limitations with the takedowns, not really getting them. So he kind of hit a brick wall there, which kind of tells us where he is in the grand scheme of things. But he's a decent all-round fighter.
Yeah.
Dhiego Lima, it's a weird one, right? He allows himself to get pushed around the cage. So he's always on the back foot. And it's very difficult to win fights off the back foot. He's got a pretty output. In some fights, he has quite a high output. In other fights, he doesn't have a high output at all. He's got a nice jab, but there's not much behind it. He doesn't throw a lot of combinations. There's not a lot of head movement. So as a striker, he can look really good throwing a jab. He'll occasionally look really good throwing a counter going backwards, which is nice. But there's not a lot of pop in these punches. It's not the most sophisticated striking. And apart from one fight where he got a KO early on, he's not finishing people with his striking. And that's his main thing. So there's a lack of volume, a lack of power, a definite lack of aggression. It's as if he doesn't quite turn himself on. He doesn't quite realize he's in a fight. He's lacking a sense of urgency. If there's one word to describe Dhiego Lima, it's lackluster. He just needs a little bit more. On the ground, yeah, he said he's a black belt. I haven't seen a whole load of his jiu-jitsu skills, to be honest. In one of his more recent fights against Yushin...
We can check.
Sorry?
I said we can check.
Yeah, Yushin Okami is the fourth one down there.
Yeah.
So Yushin Okami being one of these guys, he actually fought in Pride back in the early 2000s.
Oh.
So he's old. Actually came out of retirement to fight Dhiego Lima. To be fair to Yushin Okami, he's got really explosive takedowns and aggressive, heavy top control. But still, if you're a black belt from like Dhiego Lima, I expected a little bit more. Maybe threaten some submissions and at least use those to get the fuck out of there. Maybe get a sweep, a reversal, just something. Because he is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, you expected, just a little bit more. So to me, this is fairly cut and dried. I mean, first of all, we've got the massive difference in opponents. I mean, Belal Muhammad hasn't necessarily fought the greatest guys, but he's fought a fairly decent number of okay fighters.
He's been winning.
Yeah, and he's been winning. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And on the other hand, Dhiego Lima he's fought mostly nobodies. I mean, I don't know who the fuck Luke Jumeau is. Chad Laprise, Jesse Taylor. I mean, Lang, that's a good one, to be fair, but he lost. Tim Means, yeah, that's an okay name. Eddie
and he's on a 3-fight win streak, but 2 of those were split decisions.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that Court McGee fight. That could have gone either way.
65-65 and 1 knockdown for Court McGee. So technically, according to the stats, Court McGee won.
Yeah, and it was only really when Court McGee slowed down in the second round that Dhiego Lima was able to land anything at all. And Dhiego Lima was basically bullied, pushed around the cage for most of that fight. I mean, his most recent fight against Luke Jumeau, he looked okay. I mean, to Lima's credit, he's got a really, really fast and heavy calf kick, which is really chopping up Luke Jumeau's leg. And if he brings that out, that's a weapon he can use. I don't know whether this is a new thing that's part of his game now that he's only recently developed. If it is, then great. He should use this going forward because that's a solid weapon. He actually knocked Luchimo off his feet with that kick. But overall, I don't think it's enough to really have a complete or dangerous striking game. So, I mean, when we look at how these guys are going to match up, we know that Belal Muhammad is an aggressive fighter.
Yeah.
We know that he's going to crowd Dhiego Lima, thereby rendering useless that calf kick. If you crowd the kicker, he can't kick. I mean, I suspect Belal Muhammad is just going to push forward, push the pace, just kind of drown Dhiego Lima in strikes. Not necessarily knock him out or anything, but just dominate him, get him on the back foot, land probably quite a lot of volume. And I see Dhiego Lima just struggling with that.
Yeah. Probably take him down as well if you wanted to.
I'm less sure about that.
Takedown defense is 66%. That's reasonable. Belal Muhammad has got good takedowns, though.
He does. His
takedown accuracy is quite low, but he continues to go for them.
Yeah, I mean, if he shoots for 3 in one round, then he'll probably get 1.
Yeah, so he's taken down, like, in his last Lyman Good, he took him down twice. He took down Takashi twice. He took down Millender twice. Took down Chance twice. Took down Tim Means once. Took down Jordan Mean once. So he takes down everyone, basically, in every fight. Vicente Luque knocked him out. And he took down Alan Jouban twice, but Jouban won the fight. Outstruck him. So he takes basically everyone he's fought, bar Vicente Luque. He's taken them down.
Yeah. Yeah, so Belal Muhammad can probably get him to the ground, at least at some point.
Yeah.
I can imagine that. Yeah. I haven't seen enough of Dhiego Lima's ground game to think that he's going to pose any significant challenge on the ground to Belal Muhammad. I think Belal Muhammad can just lay on top of him, get in some ground and pound, clock up some ground control time. And yeah, one thing you may be thinking that Dhiego Lima is the bigger guy. He's the taller guy. He's the longer guy. He's got a significantly longer reach. He just doesn't really use that.
Yeah, he's 6'2". That's very tall.
It is, yeah. I think Belal Muhammad, he fought Curtis Millender, another long, tall guy, also about 6'2". And to be fair to Millender, he was giving Belal Muhammad some problems. Making use of that range. Belal Muhammad was having trouble, closing that gap. Until he didn't. I think the aggression pushed through. He managed to land some combinations, and of course with the takedowns, that the range was neutralized. So I think if Belal Muhammad can overcome somebody like Curtis Millender and his reach, he's definitely going to overcome, the reach of Dhiego Lima.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Basically, Dhiego Lima does some things quite well. Like he's quite good going backwards. He can fight off the back foot. He'll occasionally throw some nice counters. His jab looks okay. He's got that nice calf kick. But overall, he's not a very good fighter, really.
Yeah. I think Bilal's more polished than he is and throws more output, positive striking differential. Striking defense is pretty good. Takedown defense is very high. Takedown accuracy is low, but takedown average is good. 2.13. He keeps going for them, doesn't get tired. This is a 3-round fight. So, let's get on to predictions. I think this is a pretty clear one. I think Belal Muhammad is likely to get a unanimous decision win in this fight. Unless Dhiego Lima, I don't know, has a freak KO or something. I don't see what else he can do.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a unanimous decision win for Belal Muhammad.
Yeah.
As you said, I don't see a path to victory for Dhiego Lima here.
No, I mean, I mean he's KO'd, but there's always a chance of a KO, but I doubt it with Belal Muhammad. His defense is good, and he's very experienced now. He knows what he's doing. So I think Belal's going to go out there and dominate him.
Yeah.
And just add to his record. I'm not sure why he's fighting this guy. Maybe he can get a fight with someone in the top 10 or whatever. Because I know he was trying to aim for someone higher, but possibly something fell through, or I don't know. But anyway, he's fighting this guy. Yeah, I think unanimous decision, Belal Muhammad. I'd say I'm 70% sure of that.
Yeah, I'm 75% sure.
Yeah. I don't see what Lima can do here.
Yeah, I think this is one for the safe parlay, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one definitely one for a safe parlay. And I'm not really sure you can hedge it as well.
That's the thing. We do like a hedge.
We do like a hedge.
And there aren't any hedges to be had here.
No, not really. I think this is just in the safe parlay / come / accumulator.
So
yeah,
who do you
that's
think
it, really.
is the favourite?
Oh, it's got to be Belal. What is he on, a 6-fight win streak? Oh, he's not actually. He's on a 3-fight win streak, but he's won 7 of his last 8 fights, which is very good, to be honest. I mean, he's not fighting elite guys, but still, that's something in the UFC.
Yeah. I mean, he's a decent fighter. So, what odds do you think they're giving for Belal Muhammad to win?
It's probably going to be odds that are not going to be favourable for us. I don't know, minus 275, minus 300 maybe.
Minus 450.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think I get that. I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's prohibitive for the safe parlay.
Fuck's sake.
I might just stick him in there in a safe accumulator.
Yeah, just I mean, it's not going to change much, but just do it anyway because it's very safe in my opinion.
Yeah, I think this is about as safe as you can get.
Yeah, if he loses this, we know nothing about MMA.
Sorry?
So if he loses this, we know nothing about MMA.
Yeah. I was going to say, unless this is like Joaquin Buckley versus the Beverly Hills Ninja, this is as safe as it gets. You know.
Yeah.
What's happened?
I think that was probably the safest fight that we've ever analyzed.
Yes, basically. Yeah, I should put more money on that one.
Yeah, should have put at least 2 or 3K down on that.
Yeah. I wonder what's happened to the Beverly Hills Ninja. I've missed him.
I don't know. Hopefully, he's planning to fight again.
I hope
the UFC Sorry?
I really, really hope so.
I suspect that his very rich family have bribed Dana White, and he will get another contract.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully the UFC will.
This is a joke for people who don't get this. This is a joke. Before I get in trouble for this, but
yeah.
No, I mean, fuck knows what happened to him. That guy probably has the worst movement I've ever seen in the UFC. His movement when he moves side to side, I can safely say I've got better movement than him, and I haven't done MMA for over a year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident of that. I'm not saying I can take him out in a fight, but I've got better movement than him.
Yeah. Well, we said before in a boxing match, we'd both kill him.
You probably would. I don't think I would now. Not
the Beverly Hills Ninja has got karate kicks and that's it. It's like
not in this state. Not me.
Sorry?
Give me an 8-9 week training camp. I'd fuck that guy up probably.
Mate, you've got a punching bag in your room. Just practice on that for
What, 5 days.
Just practice your jab, and that's it. That's all you need to know. Like, he's literally got no hands. That's it. I mean, he does have hands, obviously, but he's got no boxing ability at all.
Yeah, it's like Askren.
That may be worse. No.
Yeah, probably worse than Askren. No, well, Askren's pretty bad too.
They're both shocked. At least Askren actually throws his hands. This guy doesn't throw his hands at all.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Askren doesn't even throw his hands in a way. He kind of reaches out to grab the person.
Just kind of paws at you.
Yeah.
He just leaves it out there. You know.
It's going to look so bad for the MMA community when Jake Paul knocks him out. It's not going to look good.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen.
To be fair, boxing does need a win, you know.
Yeah. Boxing is... Yeah, MMA is fucking boxing in the arse, so they need something.
Completely.
Yeah.
Boxing's shit. I mean, it's completely... I mean, I love boxing. Great sport.
Boxing's amazing. The 135 division in boxing is very interesting now.
But we need more fights. That's the thing. Like, you need proper fights with proper cards and...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It just takes too long for people to fight each other. Like, if Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury were UFC fighters, they would have been on their third fight by now. It would have been a trilogy.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
No one can be fucked to wait for this stuff. But yeah, I think Belal Muhammad, unanimous decision. He's going in the safe parlay. And Andrew?
Yeah, exactly the same. Unanimous decision, safe parlay. Odds are not great, but, you know, this is a safe parlay, so that's what the safe parlay is for. Which begs the question, who else are we going to put in the safe parlay? I'm eyeing up Ricky Simon to beat Brian Kelleher as a potential one. Still need to research this, but that's on the list for me to look into. I'm also looking at... We've got Gastelum versus Heinisch.
That's an interesting one.
That might be more of a risky come.
Yeah, I think Gastelum could knock him out with that straight left.
I mean, they're both boxers, right?
Yeah.
That's their main thing, and Gastelum is just a better boxer.
Yeah, Gastelum's got a very sneaky straight left. I think he could put Heinisch down.
Yeah, Heinisch is okay. Heinisch is one of these big, strong guys who just wades forward with a 1-2 and a hook. That's his game.
He's not bad, but Gastelum's better than him.
Yeah, Heinisch is just a basic, straightforward boxer with crisp punches, but not a whole lot else, you know.
Bobby Green's a good boxer. I don't know who this guy is, Jim Miller. Well, actually, I know who he is, but I just need to research. I know, I'm very familiar with that name. I just need to research.
Yeah, I think Jim Miller's one of these guys who's been hanging around for a long time.
Yeah, I think Bobby Green might fuck him up.
Yeah, maybe.
We should look into that too. Who the fuck is this roid head? Rodolfo Vieira. Size of this guy.
What? Let's have a look.
Christ.
Oh, Christ. That's steroids right there.
That's Mexican meat.
Yeah. I mean, his forearms are big enough to write was that a Bible passage on there or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
I couldn't get anything on these, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. Big dude.
Where's this guy from?
6 foot as well. Sorry?
I said, where's this guy from? Oh, Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah, Brazil. 7-0.
That's a hench dude.
Might be a newbie. No, he's got some stats. He's probably had like one fight in the UFC or something. Yeah, I just don't understand how someone that size makes 185 pounds. I mean, that's my weight. I mean, I weigh more than that right now, and I'm the same height as him.
He's slightly shorter than you, though.
Half an inch.
Hey, half an inch counts. It's important.
Need all the help I can get. Yeah. So we've got Bully B for the safe come. We've got main card. Kamaru's going in the what's Kamaru going in? Risky, right?
Oh, it's borderline. I mean, so far I don't have any other obvious picks, so you could put Kamaru in with Belal Muhammad
for safe.
Yeah, then maybe along with Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah.
Or Ricky Simon.
Maki Patolo, Julian Marquez, I don't know much about. Bobby Green is good. I like Bobby Green's movement. I'll do some research into this. He's minus 278 as well.
Okay.
Prelims, we've got the hench roided Brazilian. Then we've got Belal Muhammad, who's the biggest favorite on the card by the looks of it. Chris Gutierrez against Andre Yule. Don't know much about Gutierrez.
Gutierrez is decent. He's primarily a striker. Bit of a rough dude. I think he's decent.
Okay, let's check the early prelims. Ricky Simon, yeah, he's minus 286. He's a good fighter as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, no one cares. Is that Andrew Scholes? Yeah, it is. Unfiltered Andrew Scholes in UFC 258 preview. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right, yeah, so we've got some picks there. We can figure something out.
Yeah.
So Rodolfo Vieira is minus 400, dude. He's actually the biggest favorite on the card.
Yeah. So Anthony Hernandez. Wait, did they fuck this up? Haven't they? Is that meant to be Maki Patolo?
No.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who Anthony Hernandez is then.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should look into this.
Yeah, let me Tapology this guy. Rodolfo Vieira. Okay, so his nickname is the Black Belt Hunter. I don't know whether he's a hunter who's also a black belt, or he hunts people who are black belts.
Whatever it is, that sounds scary.
Sorry?
Whichever it is, it's a scary nickname.
Yeah. So he's a jiu-jitsu guy, black belt. Who's he fought? Actually, so he's actually got one fight in the UFC. Saparbeg Safarov triangle choked him in the first round. So Oscar Piechota, he's got 2 wins in the UFC actually. Oscar Piechota.
2 submissions.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we need to watch some footage of this guy. Do that tomorrow. Set some homework for viewers, guys. Find out who this roidhead Brazilian is, Rodolfo Vieira. Do some research on him. He's beaten Saparbeg Safarov, who I believe is Dagestani. He's definitely Russian, somewhere in Russia. I don't think he's a particularly good fighter, but Anthony Hernandez, that name rings a bell. Did he come through the Contenders series? I'm wondering.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, minus 400. That's ridiculous.
Yes, we've got some homework to do tomorrow, basically, on Saturday.
Yeah. All right. Well, going back to our prediction for this fight, we've got Belal Muhammad by unanimous decision. No hedge. Just think Belal's going to fuck him up over 3 rounds. And yeah, enjoy the fights, everyone. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. Please like the videos. Leave any comments. And we'll see you soon for the next set of fights, which is next week, I think. Yeah, next week.
Sick.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.